talking about scatter plots and lines of fit. And this is kind of the point where we kind of see the real world examples of the stuff we've been doing with writing equations. So when we have two variables, we call it bivariate data, okay? Bivariate means two variables, okay? And whenever we have bivariate data, which means we have two variables, we can make a scatter plot, okay? A scatter plot just means you are graphing a set of data as ordered pairs, so as points on a coordinate plane on a graph, okay? And we use scatter plots to investigate a relationship between two quantities. And basically what we do with them, we use them to write equations if they exist. We've got three different types of scatter plots. We can generalize them into three categories. We either have positive correlation, which means as x increases, y increases, and notice we have a positive slope. Positive correlation has a positive slope. We have negative correlation, which as x increases, y decreases, which means we have a negative slope, negative correlation, negative slope. And then we have no correlation, which means as x increases, y doesn't necessarily increase or decrease. It just looks like it's all over the place. There's no relationship. So these are our three scenarios: positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. So let's go ahead and look at example 1. I want to look at this graph and see if it shows positive, negative, or no correlation. And if there is positive or negative correlation, I want to describe what it means in this situation. In these types of problems, it's super important to look at what's going on here. We've got a graph talking about wages, and x is hours, and y is the wages in dollars. And I look at my graph, and I can kind of see as x is increasing, y is increasing. So I would say there is positive correlation. As x increases, y increases. Positive correlation means I have a positive slope. And what does this mean? Well, to get the meaning, I should look at what my variables means. So instead of saying as x increases, y increases, I can say as the number of hours increases, or as hours increase, the amount of the wages increase. Which makes a lot of sense. Usually if people work longer, they get paid more. So as hours increase, the wages increase. That's what the positive correlation means.